That is the definition of a good macerated wine. When you taste this, you ask yourself, like, what the hell are some other people doing to their macerated wine?
Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back to Exotic Wine Travel. I am your host, Matthew Orkey.
Hello, I'm Shireen Tan.
Welcome back to the show. We're gonna do this is the second part in our Roscioli taste test video about the Roscioli Italian Wine Club. If you want to know more about the club, I'll put our article in the description box or in a link to our last video, so you can hear about the club more in depth. We're gonna get right into tasting the wines today. But very just briefly, this is a cool wine club. This is the only wine club that we work with. We are affiliates with the wine club because they deliver unique Italian grapes from small producers, organic vineyards, biodynamic vineyards, native yeast, all that stuff, right? You like them.
Let's go for it.
Let's get into some of the wine. So, Roscioli does is they now change to what they send 2 times a year. They send a package of 12 wines, and they have several tiers, like just kind of explorer, then mid-range, and then kind of super premium collector wines. We have some of the first 2 tiers, and like we said in the last video, we liked it quite a bit of the first couple wines we tasted, especially the Rizzi Barbera di Alba. You want to say anything else about how much you like that wine?
Well, I enjoyed this wine very much, mostly also because I like Barbera. But what was interesting was after tasting, I really liked the wine, and upon more research, I realized that this is more of a producer that didn't have such good vintages in the past, but lately they are known to make much better and very commendable wines. So I think that's very interesting, and I can see that the wine club is doing a good job in bringing this lesser known or producers who are doing really well now, bring them forward to consumers.
Yeah, so I agree, and it's cool because Italian wines can be intimidating. It's cool that they're hand select really good wines. We're going to get into the mid-range tier. We have 2 wines that I am really shocked they sent, because for a mid-range tier wines, these wines are not cheap, and these are excellent wines. First, I have the Damijan, so his full name is Damijan Povrsic. The Nekaj 2015. This is from Friuli, Venezia Giulia, an area that we really, really, really like. This is a macerated wine, an orange wine. So for people that aren't familiar, it's white grapes kept on the skins like they make red wine. So that's why you get more color, more tannin. This is the grape Friulano 2015. Aged for 3 years in wood, 1 year in the bottle. I love this producer. I'm so shocked when I opened the box. This is not a cheap wine. This wine is in their mid-package, but this wine retails for about 45 euros. I'm really excited to taste this. 14.5 alcohol. What you picking up?
Having tasted a lot of Friulano macerated, right, I would say that Friulano is actually one of the best grapes for making macerated wine. It has a lot of freshness on the nose. What you're expecting is a little bit of floral note, but a lot of citrus note. And regardless of how long the maceration is, most of the time, if it's a very well-made macerated wine, it always retains this freshness that a lot of people would appreciate. It's also a little bit botanical on the nose as well.
I got a lot of dried pineapple, dried sweet peach type notes.
Sure. But you always also get the orange, the lemon notes very strongly on the nose. Peach is also a typical flavor.
This area of the world is awesome. We haven't been there last year, but we were going there about once a year. Rolling hills, real soulful area right on the border of Slovenia, steep terraces, a lot of these type of wines that are macerated, spontaneous fermentations, kind of like the spiritual home of these wines, even though the origin is actually Georgia, but this area kind of brought these wines to the forefront. What do you think so far?
Very good wine. It's very classic Friulano style. You don't get a lot of M palate in the sense that you don't get a lot of tannins like what you would expect maybe from Ribula or something, but it has a sense of crispness to it. On top of that, it gains some smokiness, a little bit of this early notes from the barrel. I believe it's from the barrel. But what makes this wine really distinct from the rest of the Friulano is it's quite salty. So it's got very nice texture and it's very salty.
It's salty and tangy. I really, really like this. Lately, we used to be crazy about macerated wines. Shireen's palate's going a little bit away from macerated natural wines type lately. But what do you think about this?
I don't think that's true. I just find that a lot of macerated wines are not made up to scratch. They kind of just make macerated wine because they like the idea of macerated wine. Just like rosé, I love rosé, but there are a lot of rosés that are just not well done. In this case, this is one of the best macerated styles.
So you think it's good?
Yeah, it's very good. And I feel that there's a little bit of this sully effect as well. You have a little bit of this nice yogurty notes on the palate. A little bit of sweet vanilla on the palate too.
I like this area is famous for macerated Ribolla Giallo, which has higher acidity, tougher tannins. Tannins here are softer, easier to drink for people just getting into macerated wines. Acidity's not super high, but Friulano actually has this nice tanginess that I really like. Reminds me kind of pineapple. I'm actually quite high on this wine. We'll sit down, we'll taste through it, see what my final score is. But I'm 91 plus-ish, maybe even could go higher if once we taste through this wine.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Can I see what is the vintage? There's quite a bit of ageability in this one.
15.
As well. I can see evolving.
These wines age well. This is the current release. Nice.
That is the definition of a good macerated wine. When you taste this, you ask yourself, like, what the hell are some other people doing to their macerated wine?
I am shocked to see in the pack is a Barbaresco from Piemonte, the same region as this Rizzi. This is the Piero Busso Barbaresco Mondino 2016. 2016 was an extraordinary vintage in Piemonte. For those of you that don't know, Barbaresco is not the grape. It's made from the grape Nebbiolo, which is a grape that creates profound wines. Piedmont is in the northwest corner of Italy, right under the Alps. This is there's 3 villages you have to know in the Barbaresco DOC that are main. There's Barbaresco itself, there's Treso in the south, and there's Nieve, which is this village is from. That's kind of more in the northeast part of the appellation. That's where this is from. Cool. The vineyards are steep, rolling, and on clear days you can see the Alps. This is a grape that I absolutely love. You're going to get some lighter color, not super dark for a red wine. I am excited. I do not know this producer. We were just in Barbaresco last year. We've been a couple of times. I like the wines a lot. Let's give this a go. I'm just talking to give you time to actually analyze.
Yeah, I was listening to you at the same time.
Very, very classic Nebbiolo nose. Really good. Cranberry, sour cherry, earth, tar, leather. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is what, to me, this is why great wines are great, great grapes are great. Nebbiolo in Piemonte just can create some really profound wines. I haven't tasted it yet, can have some tough tannins. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I don't think the tannins are too tough. It's young. It's only a little bit astringent, so I think it's very accessible right now. I do think it's a little bit animal on the nose, maybe just a little bit of red. But in this case, I think it works well because in this case, I really think it brings about a little bit more complexity, a little bit of this. It's not crossing into Banya. I feel that it's a little bit more animal and a little bit more earthy on the nose. I really like the evolution. You can see a little bit of, obviously, the colors. You can see a little bit of browning already, but it works well in this case. I find that this wine is great to drink right now.
This is my style of wine.
I think so.
I really like.
Yeah.
You got the tart red fruit sour. I love when wines can go sour cherry on me. You got the leatherness, the savoriness. For this round of tasting, I'm really impressed because we like both the 2 wines. The first tasting, you weren't so crazy about one of the wines. This round, I mean, what else you want to add on this wine?
I'm really happy with this Barbaresco. It's not the classiest Barbaresco, but I just find that it's just made to drink now, and it packs a lot of complexity at this age. The tannins are really nice. It's nice, elegant on the palate.
You gotta want the tannin when you want Nebbiolo. They're small. They coat the mouth. I'm easily, just to start, and this is my type of wine, 92 plus on this type of wine, automatically, because I know it's going to be age-worthy too. Mm-hmm. So I'm really, really quite high on this. Any thoughts about the final thoughts?
I wouldn't score it that high personally, but I still think it will be the 90 range. However, this is the kind of wine that I would be confident to bring to people like you, or certain palate that wants this earthiness. Mm-hmm. And I think this wine has like a sense of place and also a sense of identity and signature.
Wow. I really enjoy.
I can see
and
that.
Nebbiolo gets better with air. So great job. You want to talk anything about Roscioli before we kind of close up? Any your final impressions of the second pack? That they
I'm
sent?
still really very impressed by their wines, and over again, I think every single time they send us a shipment, we always learn something new from them. It's not just about enjoyment of wine. I find that when you join a wine club, it's about having this relationship with someone that you trust, and also someone to go out there to do the job for you, to help you seek out certain wines that you don't know about and you may like. So I feel that I can learn something from Roscioli for every shipment.
Awesome. So I'm gonna we have an affiliate code, a discount code, 10% off for you. I'm gonna put our tasting article, these wines, everything in the description box. Take it for what's worth. I've had a couple of our readers actually purchase some of these packs and say thank you, and they really enjoyed it. So thanks a lot. Check them out, guys. If you like our tasting videos, all our videos, you want to please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Exotic Wine Travel. Click the bell so you know when new videos come out, and
We'll see you at the next episode.
good job.